Welcome to Modest Goddess, episode 5. Thanks for being here. Thanks for being part of this. Thank you for liking. Thank you for subscribing. Thank you for commenting. Y'all keep me going with your comments. I've been passionate about this project for so long, and I've wanted to do it for so long, and it's not an easy thing to build. I think I'm at 28 subscribers right now, and the number is growing, and it's so exciting. I get 1 subscriber and I'm so hype. I'm just like, that's another person that wants to listen to the things coming out of my mouth. So that's really exciting. I'm not doing this for me. I'm doing this for y'all. So thank you for listening. Thanks for tuning in. And just know I'm really appreciative. I really love you. And I hope that what I'm about to say resonates. So let's get into it. Okay, this might ruffle some feathers, but the way social media works is you're supposed to make a separate account for all your different projects and all your different passions. And I just refuse to do it because I am a channel for everything coming out of me. These pages are my page. It is everything I channel. So my raps, my poetry, my podcast, my art, my paintings, all of that is interconnected and intertwined. And it feels so wrong for me to separate out and just sort out different parts of me and promote one part and then another. It's like, it's all connected and it's all me. And when I get a follower, I don't want them to just follow my one thing. It's all of the things. My page is reflecting everything that I am and everything that I do. And even if it takes me a little longer to build, I'm okay with that because that's just how I feel. It feels like social media just wants me to fragment myself into the different parts of who I am, but it's all interconnected and I refuse to. So if you want to follow me on TikTok, I'm on there. If you want to follow me on Instagram, it's AliLazArt, ALILAZART. And I hope that the world becomes less like that. I hope we're able to just have our pages where we can express all of our different things and the algorithm will just accommodate us. That would be so great. Okay, here's 3 really good ideas I had, but I'm not going to do. So I hope someone else does them. Number 1, flow toys. So the light up poi and the light up hula hoops and the light up flow fans, you know what I mean? All of those flow toys. What if they were LED and also bubble machines, right? You see all the people at the festivals with the bubble machines. Now they can flow and do bubbles. If it isn't being done, can someone please do it? Because I would like to see that. Okay, number 2. Okay, number 2, I think might actually heal the world. Gym, I think all gyms should do this. All gyms, every machine they have generates electricity to power the building and maybe even the grid. Yeah. Think about that one. If you do that, you don't need to credit me. What we're using for energy right now is not resourceful or responsible. So let's just go to the gym and then we'll feel like even a deeper purpose when we're on the bike or the elliptical or, pushing weights on the machines. We could be generating electricity. Okay. Number 3, can someone create a branch of anthropology that studies people's focus and attention spans and then also studies how media has accommodated it over time? There should be a name for that if there's not already a branch of anthropology. If anybody knows if this stuff is already happening, comment below. I would really love to know. But as far as I know, there's no branch of anthropology that studies that. And it's fascinating because that branch of anthropology would be exactly what we need to understand our brains now and then how we could maybe improve upon it moving forward or accommodate our brains in some ways. I don't know. I just think it'd be cool. It'd be a cool thing. I would want to know about it. Okay, next topic. I say a lot of stuff for ladies on here because I am a lady and coming from the female experience. As a woman, if we want our men to not flip tables and punch walls and be angry, we have to be okay with them crying. And I know I've heard women on other podcasts and just in life being like, when a man cries, it gives me the ick. That's work you have to do, ladies, okay? Men, this one's for you. Come here. You can cry. It's okay. Cry. Please cry. Please cry when you feel emotions. Tune into your sadness. because when you don't, it turns into anger. And that's when we get the table flippers. That's when we get the wall punchers. That's when we get those angry testosterone moments when we don't cry. So ladies that shame their men for crying, you got to do the work and figure out why, because we need to hold space for that the same way people hold space for us to cry. Maybe you feel shame crying, and so you don't want men to be able to do it, but we all have to cry. Every human, no matter your gender, it's okay to cry. And if somebody makes you feel shame or unsafe for crying, they're not for you. Next. Okay, this last topic is kind of heavy for me because it's pretty recent. I want to give a shout out to the people who have made dramatic pivots in their life because they were unhappy. I built a whole future plan with somebody. I was married for 10 years. We had a house. We had 2 houses. That one we renovated and rented out. We had it made in the shade. We had a music project together. We built a whole life, a whole vision together. And from the outside, it looked like I was happy, but I wasn't. I was really, really, really deeply unhappy. It took a long time to admit that to myself because I had put so much work in, and it broke me when I finally admitted to myself how unhappy I was. It was really hard for me to look at. My life was so intertwined with somebody, and to break it apart, it just took a lot of time to develop the courage to even do that, to know that I was going to hurt somebody, to have the courage to just walk away from something I worked so hard to build. And at the end of the day, I had to remember that I also worked really hard to build myself and to build what I have. And now I get to go forward with that in my vision, in my way. And you don't need a bunch of reasons to leave a situation if you're unhappy. That's the reason right there. And I'll share with you that the day after I announced that I wanted to get divorced to my ex-husband, I needed to get picked up from where I was living in upstate to go downstate to where my parents live, so I could get a mode of transportation and, have my independence in that way, because at the time my ex and I were sharing a car. So big ups to the universe, because the next day my best friend who lives in my parents' town and her husband, Jessica and Dimitri, I love you guys so much. Thanks for being there for me. They picked me up. They came upstate, all the way upstate, picked me up and took me to my parents' house so I could go grab a car and be in a safe space. Anyways, when they came to pick me up, I was just explaining to Dimitri why I was getting divorced. And, Jessica knew a little more than he did. So I was telling him all the reasons of why, and he stopped me and he said, "You don't need a reason to not want to be with someone anymore." And I was like, whoa, I don't need all these justifications of why I'm unhappy. I don't need all these stories. I'm just not happy where I am. And that's all I needed to know. And that was enough for me to leave. That's all you need. You just need to know that you are unhappy. And I was really lucky, and it was a privilege. I was so privileged to be able to leave that situation and have the support from my friends and from my family. I know not everybody has that, but if you do and you're unhappy, just know there's always a way out. You have to prioritize your happiness in this life and take it from someone who didn't for far too long. You got this. Thanks for listening. This was a short but sweet one. Now you know my ideas, how we're going to improve the world with bubble generating hula hoops. So I recently made prints. They're all on my website. They're all stretched canvas. They all come ready to hang, and they're super beautiful. And this one came out so beautifully. This is a print, y'all, ready to hang. It also has these little rubber pieces so it won't damage your wall when you hang it up. And you can just nail it, put a little nail in the wall and just hang it right up. This is on my website, allylazart.com, along with originals, other prints that I have. I'll give you a closer look. It might be a little glare. There we go. allylazart. And see what's there. I dropped the prices of all my original pieces, so feel free to just check it out and support. And thank you for listening. Thank you for watching. Thank you for liking, subscribing, commenting. It really, really, really is so important, especially for someone new to YouTube. So lots of love. See you next time.